Okay, Coach. This Bluffton girls basketball team, you guys have been building momentum the last couple of years. What has been the key to building this program to the level that you want to attain?
Well, honestly, it's all of our coaches that we have in our youth program and our middle school coaches and the assistant coaches. They've just done a fantastic job of helping develop the kids that we have and really working on our fundamentals and growing those kids from a young age to our high school program. So honestly, that pipeline is what feeds our program and helps us to get better every year.
Who are some of the players that are going to be stepping into big roles for Bluffton this season? Who do you have coming back, and who are some of the players that are going to be counted on to fill in some of those
Right.
roles?
Well, Emmy Boots will be a big player coming back. She's been great for us the first 2 years. She was our leading scorer, one of the better players in the area. And then you'll have Olivia King, who's also returning. She'll be a very good player. Both of those have been named in the top 50 players in the area. So those two will be huge. And then Zoey Burger will be coming in as a junior who has a little bit of varsity experience, but she's had a great summer, has worked very hard, and she should be a key for us as well this year. She's 6'2", so we're hoping that she'll get some buckets around the rim.
Yeah, you guys start practice on Monday, so what's going to be the big focus? You mentioned you kind of have a big trio to kind of build around leading into this season.
Well, we need to defend. We've got to be able to guard people. If we can guard people, hopefully that will allow us to stay in games and then also take care of the basketball and good shots. And if we do those things, I think our chances will be much better. We have some big shoes to fill. We lost 4 really good seniors last year, and so filling those roles will be what we're trying to establish early on in the season.
What are you most looking forward to about this year's bunch, about this year's team, about this season coming up?
It's a new challenge. It's a new group of girls. We've got a lot of new pieces coming in, so I'm curious to see how our girls step up and how they handle that. And I think the work that those girls have put in the summertime, I think we're going to have some girls step in and do a good job.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add, Coach?
No, thanks, and we'll look forward to the season.
Perfect.
Hey, thank you.
Coming up quick.
It is.
Okay. First question is easy. Could you say and spell your first and last name for me?
Olivia King, Olivia King.
And your class and position for Bluffton?
I'm a senior and I'm a point guard and shooting guard.
Okay. You take a look at this Bluffton program. You guys have been building the last couple of years, more and more wins, it seems like. What's the key to taking that next step this season, especially you as a senior for these Bluffton Tigers?
It's definitely going to be based on our defense and how bad we want it. I think we have a lot of persistent girls on our team that are going to want it and want to do it again this year.
You got yourself, you got Emmy, Barger's pretty big there in the middle. How do you guys plan to lead this team, and what's kind of the message to some of the younger players that are going to be stepping up into bigger roles?
The message is definitely to trust the process. It's not easy. Definitely wouldn't have thought I would have been one of the main leaders as a freshman, but hard work is going to pay off, so we just got to keep working and pushing in practice.
Practice starts on Monday, so what do you think is going to be the focus for this Bluffton team when you guys get out there the first week of practice?
It's definitely going to be to push it and get us to where we need to be. With the Norwell scrimmage coming up, we're going to be missing a few girls with the DC trip and other things, so we're going to have girls stepping up and filling roles that they've never been in before.
If there's one X factor or there's one big area that you think that this season will hinge upon for Bluffton, what do you think it is?
It's definitely going to be our transition defense and transition offense. We're going to need to push the ball a lot like we did last year to get us to where we need to be.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No.
Thanks, Olivia.
Thanks.
I think we're going to be a lot faster paced and a lot more scrappy.
All right.
Obviously, you guys had a lot of pressure.
Okay. First question is easy. Could you say and spell your first and last name for me?
Samantha Mayer, Samanthameyer.
And your class and position for Bluffton?
2020 and guard.
Okay. So as a senior, you've seen this program continue to get built, continue to build every single year. What's the key to taking the next step for this Bluffton program?
I think our defense is going to be critical to how we play and how we perform.
When you guys roll out the balls on Monday, what's going to be, priority number one? What are you guys looking to establish or improve early on in the season that can kind of manifest itself on game days?
I think just putting in a lot of effort and hard work is going to help us a lot, and just giving 100% no matter what.
I think Coach was saying you guys graduated 4 seniors last year. Does that sound about right?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you go about replacing those people knowing that they played a lot of basketball? It's a senior class that saw this program kind of take that next step up. How do you replace those players?
I think a lot of the girls from below are helping step up and put in the effort and teamwork to make us become a better team.
Final question, what are you most looking forward to about this season?
It's my last go around, so just giving it all I can.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Really equal MC squared?
I might walk away.
I don't know the answer. I was hoping you did. Okay, could I have you say and spell your first and last name for me?
I'm Zoey Burger, Zoebarger.
And your class and position for Bluffton.
I'm a junior, and I will be a post player this year.
Okay. Coach was saying, this program graduated 4 seniors off last year's team. That's all a lot of success. How do you go about replacing those players? And for someone like yourself who's going to be playing a bigger role this season, how do you go about kind of filling the shoes of the graduated seniors off last year's team?
To just work hard and try your best, whatever you do.
Bluffton, obviously we've seen you the last couple of years. The program continue to build and continue to get better. What's the key to stepping up and getting it to another level this season for Bluffton?
To improve your defense, of course the offense, and finishing around the rim, and talking with your teammates to know where everyone's at, and yeah.
You got Emmy, you got Olivia out there on the perimeter that can score some buckets, and yourself in the middle. How do you guys kind of set the tone or set the table? What do you tell some of the younger players that are going to be stepping into bigger roles?
To just try your best, and yes, the game goes faster, and you just try to keep up with it, and to use your skill and know what you have to do to improve the game.
What are you most looking forward to about ACAC basketball this season? It's a basketball conference. It's good games night in and night out. What's the key to winning a championship there?
Again, with our defense, we try to create our defense and the intensity, and just move it onto our offense and try to get offensive boards and scoring, and having our guards be able to create plays and be able to score.
Final question: what are you most looking forward to about this season?
To be able to move up and being able to show what I've worked on and all my skills I've improved with, and being able to show people what I'm made of. Yeah.
Awesome. Anything else you'd like to add, Zoe?
No thanks.
Thanks.